Hey everybody, wanted to do a quick tip about these emergency battery clamps. We've had a couple of trucks come in this week that were intermittent no starts, and both of them had these clamps on them, and the bolts were tight, but the cables just pulled right out of them. These are like temporary get you home clamps, not really a permanent fix because it's not sealed, so you end up getting all this corrosion. But we can actually save this. We're going to use some of this Cage Deoxit, and we're going to spray the wires down with it, and then that will eat all the corrosion out of there. And then once we've got the corrosion all cleaned out of there, we can slip one of these crimp-on lugs over the cables and take our hydraulic crimpers, and you can get manual crimpers too. These hydraulic ones are really cheap at Harbor Freight and do quite a nice job. And at least on this truck, you can buy the lugs and the crimpers cheaper than you could buy a replacement cable. And then you don't have to replace the cable either, since this runs all the way to the starter under the intake. So we're going to crimp that down. And with that crimped on there, we've still got, the problem that we're not sealed. So we're going to take a little bit of we're going to take some adhesive lined heat shrink tubing and slide it over there. And yes, this is red on a ground clamp or ground cable. I'm all out of black. And it's the day before Thanksgiving, and nobody's going to bring me any. So we're going to use red and then just cover it in black high-temperature tape. And then that, with the adhesive on the inside, will seal up the back side of that terminal. And then we'll just hit it with some black high heat tape so that it's not confusing having red on this side. Normally, I would do this with black heat shrink. And this Tesa, whatever you call it, fabric tape is super awesome. But then, now that this is all crimped and solid, you can still use this terminal and just bolt it on there, and then you have an actual solid connection. Or you could use like a military terminal, something like that, and bolt that back on. But that's a quick and easy way to fix a wire that's been corroded from being used with one of these emergency terminals. Anyway, hope you found that useful. Thanks for tuning in.